It's Makeda. I'm reporting live from Sugar Hill. And I'm doing this video to show you I'm in uptown New York City. A lot of people when they
uptown
come...
Manhattan.
Yeah, uptown Manhattan, the upper part of the borough, the island of Manhattan. A lot of times when people come to New York, they always are downtown. I'm going to flip the camera around. This is across the street from where I grew up. You see all the park, there's a cliff. This is Sugar Hill. It's the highest point in Manhattan. And across the cliff is the South Bronx. You see some projects through those trees. That's the Polo Grounds where the record tournament is at.
Where hip-hop was born across the...
Yeah, the South Bronx is right across the river.
Born right over there.
The South Bronx and Yankee Stadium. So I'm walking with my dad right now. We're taking a walk. And I just want you to see this is Sugar Hill. A lot of times the people come to Harlem, they go to 125th Street. 125th Street is just one part of Harlem. It's Central Harlem. So the South Bronx, see, walking with my dad. Say hi, Dad.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
This is my dad that I love so much.
For you all who don't believe I'm real, I'm real. I'm all the way live. You understand? And that ain't no jive.
So I'm gonna flip around. See, this is all the park, High Bridge Park. See, New York City. This is right across the street. Oh yeah. So this is right across the street from where I grew up in upper part of the borough of Manhattan. It's across the street, Edgecombe Avenue. There's a mansion. You can't really see the mansion really good. Look. It is beautiful, peaceful, and quiet.
We'll go to the mansion when we come back and they can see it good. Yeah.
So, and actually, Malcolm X.
Walk in the park, right through
Okay.
Yeah.
Malcolm X was assassinated 5 blocks from here, the Audubon Ballroom. The building that I grew up in is a landmark in Harlem, 555 Edgecombe Avenue.
She grew up in Paul Robeson's apartment.
Yeah, Paul Robeson. Which way are we going, Dad? Okay, so here. We're gonna go up on. See, New York has rocks and stuff. Look. See all the rocks in the park. When in Chicago's parks are so flat. That's the one thing I don't like. New York, there's rocks and stuff. See, look. You can't see, but the South Bronx is right over the cliff. See all this nature? You okay, Dad?
Yeah. You see the
So we're gonna walk. See ya. We're gonna keep walking. Here, actually, let me flip the camera back around. Look at all this. This is in Manhattan, New York City. Okay, people think of New York City and they always talk about, oh, there's no nature, there's no grass, there's no trees. This is right here in Harlem, Washington Heights. And we're walking in the bush right now. You see this? Walking in the bush. So this is right across the street. Oh, see, look at this little trail. Yeah. Let's walk down this little trail. Be careful, Dad. Be slow. You see? Okay, so you're walking down this trail, and right across the little river, this is the East River. Be careful, Dad. This is the East River, and Yankee Stadium in the South Bronx is right through those streets. You see this little? Look, right over the cliff. Right over the cliff. You see? Oh, yeah. See, here's the East River.
And there's a walking trail down below.
Yeah, you see the trails down there with people? This is all in Manhattan, okay? The borough, the island of Manhattan. So I would go down there. Is that too tough for you?
Let's walk.
Okay, so me and my dad are gonna go a different direction. And yeah, there's nature all in New York City. First of all, New York City has some of the dopest parks. But you could just disappear up into the bush, yo. For real. You see? Look. Just disappear into the bush. So we're gonna walk this way. And there's so many different trails.
And there are a lot of wild animals too. A lot of coons and what have you out here. And 250 species of birds. This is where Audubon did his famous book, The Birds of North America, right around here.
Yeah, see? Look at this trail. Look. I don't even know. Right across the street. And also, they filmed Juice and New Jack City over here, too. They filmed Malcolm X over here because, like I said, the Audubon Ballroom is right over here where he was assassinated. See all these rocks?
You go right
Ooh.
up here.
Look, see, that's the view of the South Bronx. The South Bronx, that's where hip hop is from.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium is right over there too, but the trees are blocking it. So
You can shoot it out of the window when we get back home.
yeah, you see? All up on the cliff. You see all the people? So Dad, we can get to the trail by going this way?
Oh,
That
yeah.
trail? So
Yeah.
we're gonna keep walking
Well.
because there's a trail over here. And actually, even though I grew up across the street from here, I never really explored this park that much growing up. Probably because in the 80s, there was so many crackheads in New York. It's probably crackheads living back here. But then look, the playground. We're coming up on the playground, right? New York has so many playgrounds. Like every few blocks, there's playgrounds, basketball courts. And we use them. We actually use them
Look at the boat.
all the time. Look at all the
Look at
the rocks. You see these rocks? This is one thing I say that I don't see in the parks in Chicago and stuff and a lot of other places. Like we have big old rocks to sit on. See? And there's the city. Another big old rock. Right? So I love to come up and sit on the rocks and you know, so I could be walking in New York.
Smoke loud. What I'm getting ready to do right now, smoke some high grade.
Now you see? My dad's crazy.
When I get to my spot, my
Yeah.
high grade smoking spot.
Yeah, you can just come in this park and disappear and do whatever, you know. Like there's times that I'm walking in New York and
See, so these are,
see this park?
it's a multi-ethnic neighborhood. It's largely black and Hispanic, Dominican.
Yes. Yes.
You know, all the kids,
Yes.
summer camp.
Yeah, we use the parks a lot. We have a deep park culture. And especially in Harlem, there's a lot of parks in Harlem. Right now, I'm in
these are chessboards.
oh yeah, people playing chess. Yeah, there's people out here playing chess. Right now, the area I'm in is Washington Heights, Harlem.
Oh,
So
Harlem
it's
Heights,
mostly,
right?
yeah, you can call it Harlem Heights. It's mostly Dominican and Black American. But the Dominicans that live up here look just like us, me and my family. See the kids in the sprinklers. It's actually hot enough for that. I just left Chicago. It wasn't hot enough. Yeah. Dad, how did we get to the trail? Oh, we're walking through this park. We're going to get to the trail. And it's going to let you see a little bit of New York life. We're so physical in the summertime. So physical. Everybody's in the park. So cool. So we're about to.
See a lot of play soccer. You see the soccer balls?
Yeah. I noticed that when I was in Cuba.
Yeah.
So yeah, uptown, brown people. Oh, hold on! That's my friend Jonathan. How you doing? What's up? How's everything? Are you performing anytime soon?
Nah.
This is my dad. He had this group.
How you doing,
He
bro?
had this group Ilya that I used to always try to take you that does Afro-Cuban,
Oh, yeah.
Afro-Dominican, Afro-Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
This
ever
is my
play out here?
friend.
They canceled the show.
They canceled what show?
We were supposed to play at the end of the month for Camaradas, but it got canceled.
Oh, for real? Do you have any other shows coming? That's around my birthday too when I'm coming back. Do you have any other shows coming up?
Not for now. Not like a lot of Dominican ceremonies and stuff, but that's about
He's
it.
super talented.
You play
Yes.
conga?
I
He
play
plays
conga.
all of it.
Yeah, I play conga.
Yeah. See you later.
All right, see
I'll talk
you.
to you later. When you're doing a show, email me because I moved to Chicago. So just email me if you're doing something.
I'll put it up.
Okay. See, that was my Dominican friend. He's a super. See, he didn't look any different than me and my family, did he? But he's a super talented drummer. He has this group called Ilya. They do Afro-Puerto Rican, Afro-Cuban, Afro-Dominican stuff, and they're amazing. They play bata drums, the congas. They play the Afro-Dominican and Haitian drums. So now, going back down, we're going to go into this little nature trail.
It's a drag because there's a lady out here
See how this park
who
keeps
runs
going?
this summer camp.
You see the basketball courts, people on the basketball.
She
This
wants
is
to meet
Harlem. They filmed above the rim up here too. So above the rim, Juice, New Jack City, with Sugar Hill, because this is Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
This is Sugar Hill. So when you come to Harlem, you should come to Sugar Hill and not just 125th Street.
Except we live on the most fabulous part of Sugar Hill. The part of Sugar Hill that's in the movie is below 145th Street. We live at the top of Sugar Hill.
Yeah. So, see everybody in the parks. So we're about to go down to this trail. Oops. I'm getting greasiness on my phone. Now you're about to really see the bush for real. New York has a big basketball culture, especially uptown. You can never find an empty basketball court. And this park goes for so many blocks. And then there's Riverside Park, and then there's Jackie Robinson Park, and then there's Riverbank Station. There's St. Nicholas Park, and there's Central Park.
Yeah, which is
and there's so many parks in New York City. And our parks have levels to them, so you're about to see what I'm talking about. Like when I'm in Chicago, even some of the parks I remember in Atlanta, like Piedmont Park, it was so flat and it was so cleared out. Like the trees are so young, they're strategically planted. Like there's nowhere where you could just go be in the cut, you know? And so look at this. Look, so we're gonna keep walking. We're about to go into the trail again. See more basketball courts back there, right? Now look at all this greenery. This is all Manhattan.
Oh, hey, this is the lady I wanted you to meet.
Oh,
this is my daughter.
Hold on. Can I meet somebody?
Yeah.
How are you? My dad just mentioned you. Yes, nice to meet you. Are you a trainer?
I was. I started, I have to get back into it.
Okay, because you look like it. You look like it. Yeah, that's
because
what's up.
I was out here and I saw her with these kids and I said, you're an athlete. She said, yeah. I said, well, my daughter, I got a daughter that's an athlete, a sports scientist and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've been telling her about you just the other day. So she just came for a visit, you know?
Yeah.
And I brought it out.
I looked you up. I saw all of your work. I saw all of your amazing work.
That's what's up. Are you on Instagram or Facebook?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I work at a high school, so I try to stay.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah,
you live around here?
I live on 149.
Do you email? Do you have email? Okay,
yeah,
so hold on. Let me get your email. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, she just came.
Wait.
She just came for a couple of days.
Hold on one second.
And I told her, I said, somebody I want you to meet. Now I didn't see you. I was drunk.
Yeah, he did say that. I was like, yeah. What's your email address?
It's my name, so it's NEFER.
NEFER.
TITI. Period. Martin, MARTIN, @gmail.com.
NefertitiMartin@gmail.com. I'm gonna send you an email.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I used to play basketball, but one of the things about living up here is that I feel like I could never come outside and practice without, like, you know, it's like being a girl, you always feel like, oh, dudes are gonna be all nice all in your face. Like, can I practice in peace? That's how I used to feel. Because I was never really a street baller. I played on my high school team.
Okay.
So I was an organized baller. Was never like into street ball.
Right.
And sometimes I just want to come out here and shoot, but there's always people on the court.
Yeah.
Always people on the court. Yeah. So nice meeting you.
Yeah, take care. Enjoy your time together.
Yes, we will. Bye. See you later.
I'm glad y'all met.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we'll see you later. Bye. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about you to her the other day.
Yeah, the basketball
You see, she knew your name.
Yeah, that's cool, Dad. See, my dad is very social. He makes friends everywhere. So okay. More nature. We're going down this little down this little road. And you see to the side, we're gonna go on that trail.
We're not going on that trail. We're going on this. The reason I don't like to go on that trail down in the dirt road is because people let their dogs loose down there.
Okay.
They turn it into a dog run. You can be walking and here comes some beast charging down the trail. You know, that's why I carry my knife all the time so I can stab one of them.
So, yes. See? This is one little small little park on the edge of a cliff in the northern part of Manhattan, lower Manhattan, which people always come to. That's the southern tip of Manhattan, which is super flat and below sea level. Look at all these trees. Look at these tall old trees. Hold on, I just have to look over the cliff so you can see. Okay? See that bush down there? See how dense it is? See how dense this is? Let's go this way. So this is the island of Manhattan, okay?
Look at that.
New York. And the South Bronx is through those trees.
Look how deep it is.
Yeah, it's super deep. I don't know if you can see how dense it is. It looks like the freaking rainforest or something. This is Manhattan. See this? You see? You see how quiet it is? Look how dense this is. Look. It looks like the forest.
You feel like you're out in the woods.
It does feel like you're in the woods. That's why I get annoyed when people talk about New York like, I mean, look at all this denseness, right? Look at all the denseness. Look at these trees.
And that's about a 20-foot fall.
Yeah,
you know?
That's about a 20-foot fall down. These are old trees. So when people talk about New York City, and they've only come to Times Square and Midtown.
Okay, see, now we can keep going that way, but let's go this way.
Okay.
All right.
And they only talk about Times Square and Midtown, and you see it's everywhere. People coming this way. See, we use our parks. Yeah, like most people when they come to New York, they go to Times Square, they go to the World Trade Center, they go to Midtown, the touristy areas. Like most of New York City is nothing like Midtown. If you come to New York and you just go to Times Square, first of all, New Yorkers don't go to Times Square. Everybody in Times Square is a, oh look.
Tourist.
Everybody in Times Square is a tourist. You see this 20-foot drop. And so now this is Upper Manhattan, New York, New York, New York City, Harlem, Washington Heights. But then you go to the Bronx. The Bronx is also, hold on, wait. The Bronx is also very hilly. It's crazy how dense this stuff is, this drop. See this drop down here? I don't know if you can see the layers.
You'll get some better shots.
Okay, see? The Bronx is really hilly and way above sea level too, whereas Brooklyn is below sea level and flat, and so is lower Manhattan. Yeah. Lower Manhattan is flat too. But if you can see, we're still walking through this park. We've been walking through this park for a long time now. So we're walking through it. So if you want to be like in the nature path, you can, or you can come up here on a regular path, and we're gonna approach another playground. Oh yeah, so look, another path. You see these rocks? See these rocks? Manhattan, baby. I'm going on this hike with my dad, who is 75 years old. Here we go. Look. Be careful, Dad. You got it? Here. Yeah, you good, Dad? Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now listen.
Look.
Watch your, listen.
Yeah.
Watch where you down. Because these junkies come out here, shoot up and drop their knees.
See?
Right here. Yeah.
Okay, nice little rock to sit on. You see back there, just people
you can see down there.
Walking all through here. And you can see how this keeps going down. You see? I mean, there's so many trails back here. And this is New York City. Most people who are from Harlem don't even know this is here. I mean, look at this. This is like the forest. This is like the forest, okay? Look at how dense these freaking trees are. The roots, everything. It just keeps going. I could keep walking down that trail. I'm not going to because I have on sandals. But you see, northernmost tip of Manhattan. That's my dad sitting up there. You see? So, yeah. Again, New York is a huge city with 8.5 million people. We have 5 boroughs. And even with Manhattan, even people who are from New York City, who are from Brooklyn, they're always like, oh, Manhattan is so busy and it's so crowded. Da, 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 da. They're all talking about downtown, okay? This is uptown. And when people come to Harlem, they only come to 125th Street. Harlem is 110th Street to 155th. Then Washington Heights technically begins. It goes up further. So when we came in this park, we were at 160th and Edgecombe, which is where I grew up in a legendary building called 555. If you Google 555 Edgecombe, you'll find it. Paul Robeson lived in my apartment. Duke Ellington lived around the corner. Cassandra Wilson was my neighbor downstairs all my life. So a lot of prominent black Americans in Sugar Hill, New York City. See, look at this. Look at all of this. Ooh, shit, I'm getting bit. Look at all this. So there's a lot to see in New York. You know, the Bronx is a beautiful borough. People always want to go to Brooklyn and Lower Manhattan. And even Brooklyn is huge. Brooklyn is bigger than most cities. Then you have Queens, New York. But uptown, you know, uptown and the Bronx is super hilly and like all of this nature. All of this. I love it. So I came out here. There's even butterflies back here. I came out here with my dad to take a walk and take a little hike, spending time with him while I'm in New York, missing the real heat that I'm not feeling in Chicago. So I'm just gonna walk down a little further and show you. No, but I'll be right back, Dad. So look, as I walk down, I'm walking down further. Look at this trail. Look at how far it goes. Just keeps going and going. Going and going. Going and going. Look at how dense this is. Who knows what the hell? There could be dead bodies back here for all we know. So now I'm walking back up the hill. I love New York, okay? New York is a beautiful city. People say that, you know, they can't find nature. There's nature in the city. Like my dad said, the birds of paradise. What is that book called? The Birds of what? North America?
What?
The book that you said that was written. You said it called The Birds of North America?
Oh, the Birds of North America.
The Birds of North America.
Classic. Audubon's book. Audubon's book did all of these drawings. You know, this is the first definitive book on the birds of this continent. It's called The Birds of North America, and it's done by Audubon. I think his first name is Robert, but just look it up. It's a classic, you know, The Birds of North America. And it was, a lot of his study was done around here. There are 250 species of birds around here. You know, I come out here in the morning and sometimes and just listen to all the bird calls. It's just amazing. It's absolutely stunning. Look over there, kid. Look at this. Wall and whatnot.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna check on out. But I just want you guys to see a different part of not just New York City, but Manhattan, which is New York, New York.
You can come and walk it up a little.
Okay, so we're gonna walk back now. Ow. I got it. Be careful, Dad. Yep, you going up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going up this way. So as you can see on my walk, I saw my friend Jonathan, who you should check out his group Iluya. They're in New York. They do live Afro-Puerto Rican, Afro-Cuban, and Afro-Dominican music. They bring the Dominican drums, the Puerto Rican drums, and the Cuban drums, and they kill it. I've been following them for like 11 years now. And then I saw a friend of my dad's that he became friends with in the park, and I got into 2 conversations on this walk. So it's not true that New Yorkers aren't friendly and that we don't talk to people. But
New York is a very friendly place.
yes, so still walking on this path. Still walking on this path. Still in the same park. This is like a little paradise. It's like a little calm little place. Because I love this city, and you can have nature within a city, you know. I can step into this if I want. Or if I really wanted, I could just drive to Westchester or Connecticut and be in the woods. It's not that far.
I'll take the train.
Connecticut is like 15 minutes away. You see all these stone walls? Very characteristic of New York Park.
And this is all real stone from quarry right here.
Local stone. People, I see that. Whoa.
Good boy.
I know. I didn't know there was a bike behind me. So apparently we're walking on a bike path.
Well, it's a bike and walking path, you know?
Oh, it's bike and walking?
Yeah.
See, look at how dense this is. It just keeps going. I don't know how far up this part goes, but I'm going on this
You're going to really get some spectacular views up here.
So my dad's about to show me another point where there's really spectacular views, so just hold on and you'll see.
Spectacular views, show you the elevation.
Yeah, we're up really high. This is the highest point in Manhattan.
Sugar Hill.
So Sugar Hill. So
yeah.
You can Google Sugar Hill, New York City. Sugar Hill, Washington Heights, the highest point.
Edgecombe Park. Tell them to Google Edgecombe.
There's another thing. It's so cute.
Well, yeah, but you're going to get a clear view right up here.
And you see people of all ages in these parks. And I love the rocks.
Lane.
I love the rocks. Yeah, you always see teenage couples in here. Okay, rivers. Rivers. Look at down there. Look at how far this. I don't know if you can see in this video how far this drop is, but it's pretty far. It's pretty far. Now across the river, you'll see the South Bronx. You see the water and the buildings. That's the South Bronx. Yankee Stadium is right over there. The trees are just covering it.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium is back further south.
Yeah, a few blocks, yeah. So I grew up hearing the Yankee games from the South Bronx. So Sugar Hill, Harlem, Washington Heights is right next to the South Bronx. So when people say uptown New York City, they're talking about the Bronx and Harlem.
Now, here you can see the highway.
Let's see.
Yeah, come right here.
So now, I don't know if you can see that highway down there. That is the Harlem River Drive.
Highway in the water.
And then there's the Harlem River, which is the East River. And then there's the Deegan in the Bronx. So, I'm gonna keep walking. I have the sun. Where's the sun at? So much sun out here. It's actually hot for real. Like, Chicago's a beautiful city, but not quite hot enough for me. It's hot for real right now. Okay. Hold up. Put this in here.
See, in the winter time, these are real straight, clear views.
See more rocks. More across the river. I don't feel like the camera's picking up and capturing the beauty the way that it is. Here, maybe you can see better here. You see all these dense trees. You see, and then right through it is across the river. That's the South Bronx. That's the East River, the Harlem River, South Bronx.
Deegan Expressway.
And the Deegan, yes. Yes. I mean, another big rock. Oh, I don't think it's the light, the way the light is. You can get lost in New York City parks. Like, everybody knows Central Park. Central Park is just one New York City park. We have a lot of parks. And New York City parks are like, you know, rocks and bushes and, you know, there's another rock right here. This is so dark now.
Right through there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't see anything. I think there's too much light shining on my phone. My phone, the screen just looks black, so I'm not sure if you guys are seeing anything or not. I'm not sure. All of this, I'm getting darker. I love this sun. Can't see which way. No, the camera's facing me. Okay. Can't see anything. Why is everything so dark? Wow, here we go.
You have these steep mountains straight.
More steep mountains. Look at this. More steep mountains, more steep mountains. I bet you if somebody's just tuning in, you probably can't even guess where I am. New York City, baby. Uptown, Harlem, Washington Heights. You see these real rocks? Real rocks. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I just keep walking, and I keep walking. Why is my screen so dark? I don't understand. I don't know. I just keep walking, we keep walking. We've been walking. I've been recording this video for I don't even know how long. And we're still in this park. And let me show you some more drive. See? Can you see how that drops down? Can you see how far down that goes? I don't know if you can really, to me on the camera, it doesn't really grasp the depth of how many feet down that drop is. Okay? We've been walking. I'm gonna get to the end of this trail. It's just, the camera is not really capturing the full beauty of what I'm seeing right now. But I think that we've walked about 15 blocks in this park already, and we didn't even start at the beginning of the park. We started in the middle. Why is my screen black? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna off the camera. This video is probably getting boring now.
Yeah, well,
just showing you.
Yes, you can really see the river and the bridge.
More uptown.
See here? Look here.
Yeah.
That's the King's Tower. This is King's Ridge. When this was under British rule, that was the King's Tower where the King's Guard stood to overlook. And the bridge is right down here. We're going to see it.
See a bit of history.
This is built in the 18th century, the 1700s.
See history, some New York history. And I'm getting darker out here. Why can't I see anything? Why is my screen black?
One of the major battles of the American Revolution was fought up here. We're going to show them where George Washington lived. He lived in Dumel Mansion. That was his military headquarters.
And I am like, this sun is actually making me darker. I was saying that the sun in Chicago is not strong enough to actually make me darker, and I'm used to. I need to get cooked in the summertime. It's the sun is intense. It's humid, just what I like. Let me see. My screen is completely black. Maybe I should turn this off. I'm just gonna keep this on so I can show you. Look at this staircase.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see this staircase. I'm not sure what you guys can see. Yeah, walking up these stairs, yes, this is a good set of stairs to walk up and down. Looks kind of like the stairs in New York City in the beginning. So, we're going to show you over this cliff. I mean, over...
And you can see this great landscape, great architecture, engineering, bridges, stuff.
Yeah. So, yep, so here, I'm just going to show you right over the little cliff. This is all those buildings you see over there, that's the South Bronx. That's the South Bronx. This is a little...
That's the King's Bridge. Yeah.
This is some type of bridge right here. And, so there you have a little mini tour of Sugar Hill, Washington Heights, Harlem, Upper Manhattan. This is called the High Bridge. Yeah, this is High Bridge Park. So people, I can't see you all. I don't know if you can see me because my screen is black. So I'm going to say goodbye. And hopefully when you come to New York, you'll come uptown. Hold on. Let me show you one last shot. I can't, okay, here it is. That's the Harlem River Drive, the bridge that goes to the South Bronx. And here we go. And you can walk across this bridge and be right in the South Bronx. So that's how close the South Bronx is to Harlem. Yeah, that little bridge, right? Manhattan is an island. So you see, this is the Harlem River, East River. That's the Harlem River Drive. It's closest. It's right below, and then right across is the Deegan, which is in the South Bronx. So now you see how close Harlem and the South Bronx is. So people say uptown, they're talking about Harlem or Upper Manhattan and the Bronx. Upper Manhattan is Harlem, Washington Heights, Inwood, Dyckman. That's the Upper Manhattan and the South Bronx. So I'm going to say bye, people. I can't see you. Have a good day. How do I end this video? My screen is black. Hold up. Let me see.